welcome to the Shelley Studio, and this is another video for the hashtag event CAC Fantasy Art. That is the Creative Arts Collaboration Art Crawl, and if you put the hashtag CAC Fantasy Art in the search box of YouTube, you'll find a lot of videos about fantasy art. I'm not sure how much this qualifies as fantasy art, but it's not reality, so it would be fantasy, right? So basically I'm doing another tag because I had so much fun doing the last tag for the last event, and we're gonna just collage a whole bunch of flowers that I got out of a magazine onto the tag. Trying to make them flat. I'm not very good at collage. They always end up rippled no matter what I do. So and I did edit this part a little bit to make it a little bit faster because that was quite a few flowers. And I did kind of sort them smallest to largest and have the largest in the foreground and the smaller ones in the background. It's not perfect, but I think the ink on this magazine was not set permanently because my glue started changing color, so it gets a little dull. I really like these bleeding hearts, so I wanted to put them on top. So there we go. Put a little glue down in a few areas there. And then we're gonna turn this little girl I found in a catalog into a fairy. I was gonna give her a flower hat, but I just loved her crazy hair, so I left it. And now I'm using markers just to change her winter outfit into something a little bit brighter. So I used the lightest pink I had in my marker set so that it wouldn't be too dark. I'm gonna make her in a pink shirt. It'll be cute. And of course it just sits on the surface, so I rubbed it with a paper towel, just kind of blend it down into it. And then we're gonna change the color of her pants and make them purple. Doing the same thing, rubbing it down. So it just leaves a little bit of a stain. And some yellow for her boots. I'll have to figure out a way to do her feet since her feet aren't complete there. And then I did the same thing with the butterfly wings. Use these markers. I tried reading on them. They do not say permanent or archival, so they will bleed a little bit, but we'll just try and be careful when we glue this down. And I'm sorry if this is too jumpy, but I wanted to speed up the process, so I just jumped a little bit. We go through the butterfly pretty quickly. You don't need to sit there and watch me draw the whole thing. So now I'm putting white gesso. Yeah, this is white gesso over the flowers. They were looking kind of gray, And so I decided we'd just create some interest and kind of mute them a little bit. So hopefully the girl will stand out more. And I just took a baby wipe to it to pull a little bit of it off. And now I'm just going around and putting a little extra white on the edges of everything and just some streaks of white through it. Now I gotta figure out how to place our butterfly. Or a fairy, because that's what it is. Isn't she cute? She's got the craziest hair. I think it's great. And I decided to put some flowers down at the bottom so they would hide her feet a little bit. And then this is my General Sketch and Wash pencil and a water brush. Just trying to emphasize the outline of her so that she stands out a little bit more. Going around her hair. And I decided you can't really see her very well, her wings, so we're shading around her wings. I still don't feel that she pops out enough, so here I'm taking out my food ball pen. I'm just going to outline her again so that we can see her really well. And there you can see how the outline of her hair. It's kind of crazy. I decided to pull out my stickles, and this is just kind of a clear with the glitter in it, and just add some glitter to her wings, and then I decided to glitter up her hair a little bit, and then that rose down at the bottom, which I really like, that pretty rose. And then I decided I'm going to add more of a white border. My last tag had a white border around it, and I really liked that. And since I was using a lot of white in this one, I figured I'd do the same thing to this one. And if you want to see my other tag, I will put a link in the description below so that you can link to that one and see it if you'd like. And then here's my quote. I just hand wrote it on some cardstock, and it's, "Find that magical place in your world and live there." I love that quote. I wasn't sure how I was going to fit it on there, but it kind of fits along the side. And we're calling that one done. I hope you liked that. If you did, please hit like. It helps me out. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe.